Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to be a Freemason? You may know it's the oldest and largest fraternity in the world, but wonder what secrets lie behind a clouded veil of mystery. If this is your perception, you're not alone. But in reality, Masonry is alive and well, and its members are willing to speak openly about how it influences their lives, their families, and their communities. We recently interviewed some brothers from Pennsylvania about their experiences as part of the fraternity. Why do men join Freemasonry? The answers may surprise you.
A friend of mine who I worked with was a Mason, and he just explained to me all the things that they do for the charities, for the Dyslexia Center, all the money they raise, and I really wanted to associate myself with a group that had that much history and that much influence and power to make a change.
Honestly, it's because I wanted to be a part of something bigger than just myself. I knew a lot of the brothers outside of Lodge, and I knew how good of people they were, and honestly, I wanted to be a part of that community as well.
Coming out of college, I had been in a fraternity, so kind of having that fellowship was something that I was looking for, and between knowing that it was something that was extremely important to my grandfather, as well as just kind of learning about the founding fathers and how many of them were involved. The fact that there were, I believe, 14 presidents that were Freemasons. I figured it was something to start looking at.
I'm not sure exactly what I thought when I joined. I just happened to live right down the street from the lodge, and you hear all that stuff from Dan Brown books and whatnot, and I thought I was going to get into something. Maybe I'd sit on the sidelines once or twice a month and maybe get some weird esoteric knowledge or something. But in all actuality, I think what I've gotten out of it, seriously, is a lot of great friends and a lot of positive energy and people that care about me and personal growth.
What does Freemasonry teach?
Freemasonry gives me the opportunity to really reflect and think about what kind of man I want to be. And I think the biggest part of that is for me to be able to reflect myself in the world, being tolerant of everyone else and respecting everyone. Just to help myself grow and to become a better part of my community.
Kind of looking at the bigger picture mostly, not staying within your square, learning about other cultures, being part of an organization that helps others, and kind of making yourself become a better man, really.
Freemasonry has definitely taught me to care less about myself and care more about others.
Learning how to deal with other people of different backgrounds. It's something where the Lodge, we all come at the same level, and it's something that you kind of take with you in your professional life as well.
It's taught me that just because somebody believes something different than I do, or their opinions don't match mine, it's taught me to accept their opinion as just as valuable as I value mine. Acceptance of other people's views and how they choose to follow their path.
So what's the best thing about Freemasonry?
The best thing about it is that you can make it your own. And Freemason really, it's never ending. And it's something you can explore for your entire life and really get into the niches and into the esoteric stuff, into the knowledge, the history, and I mean it's just something that makes life exciting to me.
Freemasonry's made me a better person, I suppose, and really contemplating and thinking about who I am, who I want to be, what I want to do, and how I can show that, both to myself, to my wife, to my friends, to my community, and just actually put my money where my mouth is. If I say I'm going to do something, if I want to do something, actually doing it.
We often base our whole lives off of what we do for a living and not what we do for humanity. And I think that that's one thing that Freemasonry really perpetuates are those ideals.
But that's the beauty of Freemasonry, is that you can kind of make your own meaning to some of those principles that you engage in.
I did not truly understand before I became a member how vast of a system there is for support. I used to travel with my job all over the country, and there were situations where I needed help. I contacted the local lodge, and if I had a flat tire, someone was there to help me, or I needed information, they were there to provide that information. It was just, you may be alone, but you might be by yourself, but you're never alone in Freemasonry.
But are these guys friendly?
I enjoy most about being a Freemason the sense of brotherhood and the people that I surround myself with. A lot of the guys that I've gotten to know the last 4, 5, 6 years that I've been in this lodge have actually become some of my best friends. We do things on the weekends. Our wives hang out and we barbecue and go camping, and it's something that I really has helped deepen my understanding of myself and the fraternity, just surrounding myself with great guys and coming from the same place.
We've got members that come to meetings that have been Masons for 40 or 50 years, and they're just as excited and just as happy to be here as some of the newer guys like myself.
You meet a lot of different people from different lifestyles, from different trades, and you get to share some of that information with all of them. It's a really great experience.
The camaraderie that I have with these guys, we truly are a band of brothers. Someone calls, they're right there to be there to help them. And then also the personal satisfaction I get with the things that we do for the community and for the children organizations, and it just gives me a lot of self-pride to be a part of an organization that does so many wonderful things.
This sounds great, but how do they find the time?
When I have time, Freemasonry has time for me. If I don't have the time, Freemasonry will wait for me.
It fits however you want it to fit. I think that's the best part about it, is you really, do what you want with it. You can attend a meeting every night if you really wanted to, or you can, show up once a year or once every 50 years, and,
Freemasonry fits in my busy lifestyle because I make it fit into my busy lifestyle. I just had a kid 3 weeks ago. I'm married. I own my own small business, but I'm also an officer in our lodge. I'll be worshipful master next year, and it's a lot of work. And at first I questioned how I was going to get all this stuff done, but the truth is, once it just becomes part of your routine, you just do it. You just understand that it's just one facet of many that needs to be done. It becomes part of your schedule, and you don't look back.
It's actually very accommodating. It fits into my lifestyle really well because it's outside of work hours. A lot of the events are in the evenings or on the weekends. Some of the events even include family members, so it works pretty well.
What's the real secret of Freemasonry?
I'd say the secret of Freemasonry is that each person makes their own experience in Freemasonry. No matter what you're into, Freemasonry has something to offer you. And it's like anything else. If you put the work into Freemasonry, you're going to get it back tenfold.